Okay, hello everyone. A long time since I've done a get ready with me, so let's get into it. I have a lot of life updates that I want to talk about and just general stuff. And I feel like I haven't talked to you guys about just stuff in a while or done like my makeup, my full face of makeup on camera in a while, and I'm just like so ready. So, starting with the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. Oops, as I drop some. I wonder if this is the same as the like Hydro Grip dupe or whatever they have. I can't remember what the actual name of it is called, but it feels like it's similar. Anyway, I've been enjoying it. And also I'm going to use the Maybelline Perfector Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow thing. That I have the shade Fair Light. I've also been loving this. I think it gives such a beautiful finish to the skin. I know not everyone loves it, but I've really been enjoying it. And it's hydrating, but not like greasy. So, love that. For foundation, I'm going to use the Covergirl Trublend Matte Made Foundation, which has been my favorite the past couple months. I used the shade L10 and just slap her on there. I feel like this e.l.f. foundation kind of like amps up the coverage of face products a little bit because it is like quite tacky. So it kind of makes it like adhere to the skin a little bit better rather than just like blending all over the place. Probably should have shaved my mustache off today, but hey, you win some, you lose some. I feel bad because I've been a little bit inconsistent recently, but honestly, I've been really busy, working a lot. My hours are just long, and so sometimes it's difficult for me to balance like my working hours and then filming time, especially, and then if I want to do like anything in my regular life, like spend time with my girlfriend or whatever, it's like sometimes filming has to take a back seat just because sometimes things are more important. But for reasons that I will get into, I'm gonna be back consistently as of now. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to. I love filming and posting videos. It's something that honestly I just brings a lot of joy to my life, and I love interacting with you guys and just using makeup and posting and all that stuff. It makes me so happy. So I'm really happy to finally be able to like get back to a consistent filming and upload schedule. It's something that I'm like so looking forward to for this year. Doing some soap brows now, just brushing my brows up. But one of the reasons that I'm going to be able to be like consistent again is because kind of a bittersweet thing, but my girlfriend actually got into med school, which is super exciting. That does mean that she did move away. I'm not gonna go super into it because she's like more private, and as annoying as it is, because as a watcher of people online, I'm always like, I want to know everything about people, and it's like, ugh, what do you mean you won't tell me all this stuff? And if it were up to me solely, I would literally tell, and I do tell pretty much everything. I'm gonna use the Summer Fridays lip butter balm now, but like I said, she is a little bit more private, so I'm not gonna go like too into detail. But she did move away. We are still together. We are just doing long distance now, but because I wanted to spend like the last little bit of time we had together before like the holidays and stuff, I wanted to spend that time with her. I didn't dedicate as much time to like filming, editing, and like uploading. Priming my eyes with the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. But now I'm like really back in action. I have endless amounts of time now to film and stuff, so here we are. And honestly, it'll be a nice distraction for me to like focus my kind of like free time on this. So I'm really happy to have this as an outlet. But yeah, that's like I said, that's why I've been a little bit MIA, but now I'm back and I'm here to stay. And then taking the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in the shade Auburn. Where's my mirror? Here it is. And just filling my brows in. Not the best brows I've ever done, but we're just gonna roll with it. Let's zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna do my eyes. I'm gonna start off by using the Beauty Bay Techna Days palette. I'm gonna start with the shade 1991, I think. This like periwinkle. Well, no, it's not quite periwinkle. It's like a lavender shade. So yeah, also my work hours got switched. As soon as I started to kind of like get into the rhythm of my hours, they switched. So now I'm working 4 10-hour days, Sunday to Wednesday. So they're really long days, and when I get home I'm like fucking exhausted, and I always have like perhaps intentions of filming, but I pretty much like I work from 7 to 5:30, and then when I get home I pretty much like eat, relax on the couch, and then go to bed like a couple hours after I get home. So yeah, still trying to like figure that out. I think I'm just gonna film, and then I have 3 days off, so I'm gonna try to like get most of my filming done on those days and then edit on the days that I work. But I've only done 1 round of it, so I think I'll get used to it. It's just like long days right now. But yeah, like I said, I have nothing, like really no other time commitments moving forward. The other thing is that my master's research is finally getting published. So literally, as I felt like as soon as I was like, okay, I finally have like videos filmed and like I'm just ready to edit and upload them, like all I have to do is edit them, then my master supervisor, like obviously my old master supervisor, emails me and he's like, Laura, I need you to like send me this thing, like this final thing, or like this version that you have of this whatever. And it's like, doesn't really take that much time, but obviously I don't have like a ton of time after work. So if it takes me a couple hours, I don't have time to film. And it's like every time I think I've finally got my schedule figured out, he emails me and then I have to do something, and then the cycle continues and I get behind on filming and uploading again. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, fuck. But now I don't think I should have anything else to do for that. It's pretty much done as far as I think. So hopefully now I really will have time to like really pump videos out. Now I'm gonna take the shade Days, this hot pink. But, you know, we'll always fucking see. But otherwise, like, I really have been enjoying my job, which is so nice. It's obviously like long hours and a lot of like hard work, but all my coworkers are like super, super nice. I enjoy it. Like I enjoy going to work. I don't have like any like going to work dread. And yeah, so, but I do want to kind of get back on the horse of applying for jobs again that are more like career focus for me. Like if you are new to my channel or you don't know, I have my master's in environmental science, but it's been a long saga of a horrible job that I quit, and I just really I've had trouble finding like jobs in my field that are going to be like more long term. Obviously I don't have that much job experience, and I just feel like it's been so difficult, frankly, to get people to hire me. So the rejection took a toll, and I just kind of stopped looking for new jobs for the time being. I work in a greenhouse now and I love it. Honestly, I really, really love it. I make like next to nothing. Like I make really little money, but at least it's a stable job that I can have for like, you know, the foreseeable future. And it really is like, honestly, I feel like so much more worth it to be in a place that's just like a positive environment where people want to be there for the most part. And just like everyone is like nice and kind, and like mentally I'm in so much of a better place than I was a year ago. It's honestly like night and day. Anyway, but I just work like long hours and I have like a longer commute, so my time at home is kind of minimal. But I think it might be nice to have 3 days off because I kind of have like more time blocked out to like really dedicate and like get videos filmed and stuff. Now I'm gonna go into the Blend Bunny Surge palette and take the shade Covet. I do kind of miss like just being able to do my makeup on a daily basis though, especially with my later hours, because before I was getting home at like maybe 4:30ish and I was like had time to like, even if I just wanted to like do my makeup for chillness sakes, you know what I mean? I had like time, but now I'm just kind of like dead and I get home at like maybe 6. Between 6 and 6:30 depending on what time I get off, so it's a little bit later. I'm sure I'll just get into a routine again. It's also like much simpler. Obviously I miss my girlfriend deeply, but it is much simpler. You know, you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want when you like live alone. So, you know, there is that. But yeah, that's kind of life updates for me. Let me know how you guys are doing. What's new with you? Obviously, we haven't chatted in a while. Another thing I want to say is, like, I know that I'm really bad, especially recently, at responding to comments. And let me know if you guys have this thing, but I legitimately have this thing. It also goes the same for text messages, so, like, this is an issue across every avenue of my life, pretty much, but I have a weird thing where like it must be related to like anxiety or something, not sure. I see a text message or I see a comment and like I just cannot bring myself to respond to it right away, and then if I don't respond to it right away I just like don't respond, and then it feels like too late to respond, and then I feel bad for not responding right away, and then it just goes on and it's just like bleh. So let it be known that in my mind I'm responding to your comments, and I really apologize that it takes like 3 weeks for me to respond to them. I'm gonna try to get better about that, but I always keep saying to myself that I'm gonna try to get better about that, and then it never gets better. So yeah, just be known, let it be known as well if it makes you feel better. I also don't respond to my friends or family, so you know, take that as you will. Okay, so for my lid, I'm going to take the shades Kaleidoscope and Sunrise. So this purple and this like peachy pinky shade. First, I'm going to take some NYX Glitter Primer, which I ordered off of Amazon for like $16, which felt like a scam, but apparently you can't buy it anymore in Canada. Legitimately unsure about that situation. Okay, taking Kaleidoscope. And I feel like going into this new year, I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, I'm never really one for New Year's resolutions to begin with. I don't typically make them. I just don't, I find I never stick to them. Never do them, never stick to them. Does anyone? Truly, I don't know. It's just never, I just don't care. Especially this year, I feel like 2022 was such a year of like, oh my god, I did a lot of growing. I went through a lot of life changes. I had to grapple a lot with like expectations of myself and what I thought my life should look like, and stress about the fact that it wasn't looking the way I thought it should by like the age that I am, and all this stuff. And I kind of just realized like I'm just going into 2023 vibing. I'm not trying to put pressure on anything. I'm not trying to put expectations on anything. I'm just kind of like hoping to get a different job at some point this year, and that's like it. But I can't be bothered anymore. Like, I kind of just want to like be happy, be healthy. I just, you know, and just like vibe. I'm just tired of being like disappointed in myself. I'm tired of being stressed out about the fact that my life isn't the way I think it should be, and there's just like too much going on in the world for me to like be stressing over that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that is my mindset going into 2023, and I'm feeling great about it, to be honest. No expectations and pretty much no goals, which is kind of refreshing in a way. Like, I'm just not really in a goal-setting mindset, and I just, like, I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered. Like, if, love that for everyone who's being, like, optimistic and all that shit, but can't be me. Not right now. Not fucking right now. I'll tell you that much. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit while I do the rest of my base. Using the Maybelline Super Stay Activewear Concealer, which I'm almost out of. But I feel like that also applies to like kind of my makeup like purchasing. The past like I think 2 or 3 years I've done, maybe just 2. I think 2021 and 2022 I did like some kind of like low buy goal or like plan, and I documented it and stuff like that, and I was more, I don't know, it's been like helpful. I didn't always stick to it, but I think it definitely taught me a lot about like my purchasing habits and things like that, and helped me get rid of some unhelpful habits like impulse buying stuff that I really like quote unquote didn't need, or that I don't know, didn't even really want, you know, like impulse buying stuff on sale and all that kind of stuff. I really curbed a lot of that behavior. But at the same time, I don't know, like, I also realized that I really wasn't buying, like, I don't really, like, buy above my means necessarily. Like, I probably prioritize more money, more money towards makeup than, like, other stuff. But I'm not, like, like racking up credit card bills and spending money I don't have and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just kind of like taking the pressure off myself. Like, I just love makeup. I don't feel the need to have like a small collection. It doesn't bother me to have like a large collection of makeup. It doesn't stress me out. I've talked about it before, but it's just like, I don't know, something that I don't mind. And I feel like there's a lot of sometimes emphasis on Instagram and YouTube and stuff about like having a smaller collection, decluttering things. And I think if that's your prerogative and that's what you really want to do, then like more power to you. You know, do what you want with the things that you own. But I don't know, it's just not something that is like bothersome to me. And at the end of the day, it's just like, if it brings me joy, it's fine. If I'm being responsible with my money and I'm able to pay my bills and all that stuff, I'm just not gonna sweat it, you know? It's honestly whatever to me. So I don't plan on going on any like, obviously I always shop with a budget. Like I, you know, make a certain amount of money and I only have a certain amount of money to spend, but I have a stable job right now with a stable income, which for a lot of reasons I haven't had over the past couple of years, just because I was a student, and then I had a job, but then I was unemployed for a while this past year. Anyway, so it's like, I don't know, it's just not something that is like bothersome to me. And at the end of the day, it's just like, if it brings me joy, it's fine. If I'm being responsible with my money and I'm able to pay my bills and all that stuff, I'm just not gonna sweat it, you know? It's just, it's honestly whatever to me. So I don't plan on going on any like, obviously I always shop with a budget. Like I, you know, make a certain amount of money to spend, but I have a stable job right now with a stable income, which for a lot of reasons I haven't had over the past couple of years, just because I was a student, and then I had a job, but then I was unemployed for a while this past year. Anyway, so it's like, it's fine. You know, if I want to buy makeup, I'm going to buy makeup within my means, and that's pretty much that on that. I don't plan on having any type of plan, I guess, other than don't spend too much, like don't spend money I don't have on makeup. That's like my only goal. But that's never, I've always been like pretty good about that kind of thing, so I'm not like overly concerned. Now I'm going to take the NYX Wonder Stick. This is new and it's dirty because I took it away with me. I don't even know what this black stuff is on this. But anyway, I'm going to take the contour side of this. This is what I've been using for contour recently. And I do like it. I think I like my Fenty Matchstick in Amber better than this. It's fine. I just think it's like... So my camera overheated, so I might be in a little bit of a different position. But what I was saying about this NYX product is that I like it. I like my Fenty Beauty one more. It's nice. It's fine. I just think it's overpriced. It's $20 for this. And only one side is a contour. And I just don't use a ton of cream highlights. It's a little bit gold for me to use with every look. And it's a little bit deep, this highlight side for me. So just for that reason, I probably wouldn't repurchase this, just because there's like a side that I don't get as much use out of. And the Fenty Beauty one is like, I don't know, $35 ish. So for like $15 extra, I could get that one with more product that I like more. But otherwise, like I don't have like any like crazy negative things to say about it. Like it blends well. The shade is nice. Again, Amber's a little bit more cool toned, so that I like also prefer. But anyway, now I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is the shade Tan Lines. I think this is the second of this bronzer that I've bought this year. Really, honestly love this, especially using it for the second time. I love this bronzer. Such a good, affordable cream bronzer. Actually, e.l.f. has had a lot of stuff that I feel like I want to try come out. The Halo Glow thing is always sold out at my local drugstores though. Okay, another e.l.f. Putty product. The Putty Blush. This is in the shade, how do you tell? Bora Bora. Oh, the way that I love these blush colors, like bubblegum bright pink. So much. I love them so much. This towel is gonna be so permanently stained. Oh god. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I've been loving, and I really have to say, I know a ton of people don't love the putty blushes or the putty like products from e.l.f., but I have had nothing but success with them. I think they're gorgeous. They're a gorgeous finish. They layer on themselves well. They layer on other base products beautifully. They last. They're affordable. Like, what is not to love, in my opinion? Truly, like, which is also why I like, that's another, I feel like the only goal that I have for 2023 is to do more Get Ready With Me's, because I feel like I prioritize in a lot of ways, like not review, but like palette videos, like 3-6-1 palette videos, or like videos focusing on shadow, because that's like what I love. But I also love all other aspects of makeup, and I love watching Get Ready With Me's. I think it's so helpful to just like see how products perform, and I love filming them as well. So I hope to do more of them. And then it also allows me to showcase like in use my other like basically any other product that's not shadow, like actually applying it to my face. I mean, just look at this blush color. It is beyond. It's beyond. I love it so much. Powder, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. I have lost my powder sponge, so I'm using my regular sponge. but I'm just putting this in like the center of my face as always. Taking some Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Ethereal Light, blending this out. Setting my face with the Sephora Collection Microsmooth powder in the shade Porcelain. And then going back over with the Hourglass powder over my whole face. Now I'm going to use for bronzer the NYX California Beamin bronzer in the shade Free Spirit, which I have finally hit pan in. It's my goal to pan this bronzer, and it's finally happening. I have pan. I'm not a panner, as you know, if you watch me, but I just want to pan a lot of the bronzers that I have because I want to make room for more shade inclusive bronzer ranges in my collection. And you know what? This one is not, the more I use it, the more I just don't love it. It's just not like a great shade for me, honestly. Just too dark and too red. So using it up, but it's a task and a half for sure. Spraying my face using the e.l.f. Calming Facial Oil Mist. Now I'm going to use for highlight this Glamlite and Scooby Doo highlight. I'm going to take this pinky purple shade. I should have already uploaded my first impressions of the Glamlite Scooby Doo palettes and collection. So check that out if you haven't seen it, but I've kind of been obsessed with Glamlite recently. My first time trying it, and I don't know, I might be a new Glamlite stan. I gotta say, I get the hype. Like, I really get the hype. For blush, I'm gonna use this BH Flower Power Blush Palette in the shade Kicked. Wicked. Excuse me. I have not used this palette in such a long time. I don't have many products in my collection that I forget about, like get lost in my drawers. This is one of those. And then just to finish my lower lash line, gonna keep it pretty same. Taking the Beauty Bay Dazed shade, so the hot pink, and just putting this all along my lower lash line. Then I'm taking Covet from the Blend Bunny palette and just deepening my lower lash line. And then I'm going to blend it out with the shade 1991. And then I'm going to take the shade Vinyl from the Blend Bunny Search palette, just a matte black, and I'm going to deepen my outer corners. Beautiful. And then I think for my inner corner, I'm just going to take the highlight that I used on my face. I don't really feel like trying to pull anything else out, so that's that on that. And then for my final steps, I'm just going to take the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt Gel Mascara, which is on its last legs. Just run this through my brows, and then take some Freck and do some freckles. And then I will be back to show you the finished look. Okay, and this is the finished look. Honestly, love. There's nothing that, well, a few things that I love more than a purple pinky eye. On my lips, I have a little bit of Makeup Forever Endless Cacao with the Annabelle lip liner in the shade Buff, and then the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Ice. Thank you for watching this video. I have missed chit-chatting with you guys so much. I plan to do it a lot more in 2023. Let me know if there's anything that you specifically want to see from me, because I am so happy to do any requests. Yeah, I'll just leave it here. Thank you for watching, and I'd love to see you in my next video. Bye.